Welcome to NTV Marketplace with me, Brian Aseli, most bankable host. And this time round, we are here courtesy of Cooperative Bank at Full Care Surgical Limited. And if you're out there, you'd like to learn Biashara about importing surgical and medical devices, then Full Care will give us the details in that. This week, we are here to learn. How about we meet Paul and later on Beth Christine as we get to learn how we can navigate in our Biashara. Mr. Paul.
Karibu sana Brian.
Asante sana.
Thank
It's such an honor to be here at Full Care. I hope you're well. Are you a morning person or an afternoon person?
I'm a morning person. I like doing my things in the morning.
Hapo sawa kabisa. We're now at Full Care Surgical Limited.
Yes.
But before we even get there, kindly talk to us a little bit about yourself, who you are and what you do at Full Care.
My name is Paul Githinji. I'm the managing director at Full Care Surgical Limited. So at Full Care Surgical Limited, we are importers and distributors of medical devices. So in simpler words, these are items that are used in hospitals to treat our patients. So in the same field, in the same area, we are in different areas. We are in wound care, we are in sutures. Basically, anything that a medical practitioner will need when treating a patient, we are there.
I'm mostly interested about your journey, but there's no journey without a beginning. There's somewhere where you started. What are the reasons as to why you decided to start Full Care Surgical Limited?
For me, my background is in finance, and I have a co-partner with Beth Christine, who is in the medical sector. But so what hit us, or what made us start this business is because we realized there was a gap in the medical sector, whereby most of the hospitals were struggling to get quality and affordable products. So we realized that we need to do something to fill that gap. And that's how Full Care Surgical Limited got into existence.
Now, most Biasharas before they start or when they are starting, they often suffer one thing. They often do not have capital. So I don't know how you're able to navigate that space, considering that most Biasharas often either suffer or most people stay with their dreams locked because they are not able to have capital. How are you able to gain your capital to start Full Care Surgical Limited?
That's a very good question, Brian. I think from my previous sector, we were told that most of the businesses, they go down within 1 year because of lack of finances. For us at Full Care Surgical Limited, we are very lucky because we got a partner, Full Care Cooperative Bank. So when we were opening this account, when we started this business and opening the account, we sat down with the bank, and we were able to tell about the journey that you are going to take so that to access the facilities. So once we established the business, Cooperative Bank came in, and it has supported us up to date. We started from a very small room in Westfields with only 3 employees, me, my co-director, and 1 more employee. But over time, right now we have 20 employees. So we have been able to move from that single room to this place, which is over 5,000 square foot. And then also we have also been able to expand our products. So it's been a lot of growth since we knew Cooperative Bank. It's been a growing trend all through, and we're still growing.
Now, one thing I love is that you are dealing in so many different products.
Yes.
And I know maybe you started with a flagship product and then into this wide array, but it only means that when you're dealing with, when you're importing, you import in bulk. How are you able to get to that level where you're importing in bulk?
Well, it's not easy. It's not easy to start a business and to be able to import in bulk, because initially when it started in just a very few products. But over time, because of the financing, what Cooperative Bank has done for us is to offer us a credit line, so that from the beginning, when you are importing, when you are buying from our customers, they're able to offer us a letter of credit, which we give to our suppliers so that we can supply us goods. Once those goods come in, where they're able to clear, that is the import duty financing. And then once the LC matures, they're able to extend to us a facility that takes over the LC. We're also able to negotiate forex rates. And for those suppliers who do not accept the LC, the bank is able to extend financing or stock financing to us so that you can buy those goods and bring them here, and also to clear the same goods through the import duty financing. And this has enabled us to meet deadlines. We're able to ensure that we have products, we don't have stockouts, and also meeting the strict deadlines that we are given by our customers.
I love that you mentioned deadlines.
Yes.
But there's one thing for sure. Sometimes there's high season and low season. And sometimes it takes a long period of time as soon as you've supplied. It takes a long period of time before maybe the person you supplied to has given you some money. How are you able to survive during these periods?
Well, Brian, that is a very valid question. As it is in the current state of Kenya, I think we have most of the customers, I think the majority of the customers, they always ask for credit. And this credit ranges from 30 days to even 150 days. So, and sometimes even as, in addition to even having a valid credit period, there are sometimes delays in payment. So what the bank has done for us, we are able to, they're able to extend for us facilities. For example, we have LPO financing. This one enables us to buy goods and supply it to the customers, and then they will pay the bank once the payment comes through from our customers. We also have invoice discounting. Now this one, when we are supplied those goods and it has taken a lot of time for us to be paid, we're able to take those invoices to the bank for them to discount those invoices and advance us funds. We also have other facilities like stock financing. So sometimes in a business, over time, when you start a business, over time, your money, your capital gets drained because it goes to stocks, it goes into debtors. So the bank is able to also to come in and boost whatever capital that we had, which has gone into stock and debtors, through short-term loans that we use to finance. So basically, I think through the support of the bank, we have not had challenges of delayed payments.
Now, so many people in biashara have one misconception that loans are bad. How would you try to tackle that misconception? Because most people, hata mimi niko kwa biashara, but you get to a point where they tell you loans are bad, like don't take a loan. But you've just mentioned that sometimes you're powered through with loans. So how best do you go through that space?
You see, Brian, I think one of the challenges that most of the people who talk about loans being bad, most of the time, I think the challenge is usually when that loan is diverted into other purposes. But I believe that loans are healthy because they enable you to accelerate your business. You see, it takes a lot of time for you to bring in a profit. And sometimes even in this field, the profit margins are not very much. They are very little profit margins. So if you are waiting for those profit margins so that you'll be able to maybe expand your business or do something major, then it will take a lot of time. But with the facility, you'll be able to do all those things. So you'll be able to expand the business, you'll be able to buy more stock, provided that you're using those funds in the right way. You're not going to divert, you'll not give me a loan to put in this business, and then the next thing, maybe I'm buying plots somewhere. So you must have discipline. As much as you are taking a loans, you must also have discipline. But loans are the livelihood of life. What do we call it?
It's like the life support of
life support of business. Even the government is borrowing. With all the taxes that is collected, the government is borrowing. So nobody is self-sufficient. You cannot talk about being self-sufficient in business. You cannot, if you are going to depend only on the internal finances that are generated from the business, then you will not go far. But alone will take you far.
As we jump deeper, there's some people who are already in biashara, but they think that these trade finance solutions are too big for their biashara because they feel like their biashara is small. What would be your piece of advice for anyone who would like to get these trade finance solutions from Cooperative Bank?
I think I believe that trade finance is for everyone, because if you are to define trade is a buying and selling of goods and services. Everyone is doing that. So when you talk about trade finance, you are financing the buying and selling of goods. So every business, even that small business, when they are looking for tenders, there will be requirements for them to provide a billboard. They'll need that. So, and you will not have any special condition that small businesses do not need a billboard. So I think trade finance to me is like tailor-making your own maybe clothes. So they have been buying clothes. Which are maybe one size fits all. But when it comes to trade finance, you are able to tailor-make. The bank tailor-makes the product for you. Every business has a unique way of doing things. It has a unique maybe operating cycle. So through trade finance, you are able to be given a solution that fits you, not a solution that fits everyone. For every business, they're able to analyze. So regardless of the size of the business, I believe that the bank can be able to come in and sort that business depending on the needs. Because in trade finance, you customize the facility according to the business.
So all challenges involved, why is consistency important in your biashara? Because you're in the business of saving lives. It means that your supplier is always so sure and they trust that you're going to deliver. And how are you able to be consistent through and through?
For consistency, one of the reasons why how you need to be consistent is by ensuring that you have the products. Because a customer will not ask for a product today. Maybe today you have it, tomorrow you don't have it. Maybe, or you have checked the product that you're offering. So consistency is very, very important in business. And I think through the financing, it has enabled us to have the products in place at all times. Sometimes our product, we also deal in the health sector, and some of these cases are emergency. So we have to be consistent. You have to ensure that we have everything. We have all the products, and they're also available. Sometimes we even do supplies even outside the office working hours, because we have to be there for our customers. So we have ensured that whatever we provide, we have provided consistently over the time, and that is what has endeared us to our customers.
You're just about to introduce us to your partner,
Yes.
In Biashara, but we'd like you to also give us a description of the kind of relationship that you have with Coop Bank, to anyone out there, and why should they actually bank with Coop Bank?
Thank you, Brian. Coop Bank has been our partner from the time we started. It has fueled our growth from the time we opened the account, from the time we introduced ourselves to the bank, all the way through. Right now, as we speak, we have a credit line, which enables us to, which is used to finance our business. And this credit line, we have performance boards, we have the guarantees, we have the LCs, we have stock financing, we have import duty, and also on the side, we also have an overdraft. So Coop Bank, the relationship has been very good, and this has also been very supported by also the personnel at the bank, who are very friendly. I believe they have a open door policy. I don't need to book an appointment. I just need to visit there, see my manager and my relationship manager, or they're even on a call away. So I can describe that the relationship has been very, 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 very warm, and I would recommend everyone to talk to Cooperative Bank. About my partner, she's Beth Christine. She's my co-director. So she's a technical person in this business, because she has background in medical, and she's the reason that we started this business, because through her interaction, she identified a gap in this industry. So she has been very, very helpful in this business. And she handles mostly the marketing and the technical bit of this business.
Are we going to get a chance to talk to her?
Yes, you'll talk to her.
Sawa, to meet Christine.
Yes.
Hi, Brian. Welcome to our warehouse.
Asante.
Yeah, so this is where we store our products. We are the space of medical devices. So normally when goods are procured, they're normally brought here. So we normally engage a clearing agent who now comes with the products. They deliver them to the warehouse, and then the warehouse assistant are able to now receive the products together with the procurement staff.
That's really exciting. Hata hujaji introduce sasa ndio watu wakujue vizuri.
Oh, yes. My name is Beth Christine Mumbi. I am the marketing director at Full Care Surgical Limited, and we are in the space of importation of medical devices. So we import and distribute to the local hospitals and also clinics, patients directly. And so we are in the space of products that can be used in the ICU, in the theater, and also advanced wound care products, among other products.
I'm most excited to be here. Show me some more.
Welcome, most definitely. So we have quite a number of products here. We have different categories of products. Like what you can see behind here, those are boxes that contain different types of products that we keep. We trade with quite a number of different categories, and some of them are theater products. They are sutures that you normally use to stitch the patients. Okay. So in those boxes, you'll find some of those products, and we have one of the best qualities in the market currently. We get them from India. And also we have other products like ICU products that normally assist the patient when they're in the ICU. We also have other products like advanced wound care. That is we have the newest technology right now in the market. And I would also mention here that some of the products, we store them according to the different storage temperatures. Like what you can see behind there is some cold chain products that we normally keep with the advanced technology wound care products. So what they do is that these products are not like the ordinary products that you have known from the past. Some of them you can just apply once and then you don't need to change. So they are quite cost effective and also affordable to the patient, and they actually work. So over a period of time, we realized, like, for burn patients, that has become very expensive to manage some of those patients. It gets to heal quite fast and also heal without a scar. So they are very good products, and we have very new technologies. So what we do, we invest in the best technologies and also quality products, just to ensure that we give the patients, the patients quality healthcare.
I love that you've mentioned that. We also mentioned India. Is India the only country that you import from, or there's also different countries that you import from?
So we normally import from Germany, we import from India, we import from Canada, we import from Malaysia, we also import from Turkey. We have quite, and also Egypt. So I was able to understand the gaps that were there already in the market. So it was not very difficult for us to pick from what we could see there were gaps. And from there, we were able to start from somewhere, but ensuring that we are providing affordable products and also quality products, and also ensure that we also train them on the new technologies. So that has really paid off.
Now that you've mentioned training, there's an ongoing training on the other side. I'm really interested in getting to see that.
Yes.
Am I welcome to see the kind of things that you have on the other side?
Let's get to it, Brian. As a company, Full Care Surgical Limited, we are trying to move away from the traditional dressing methods. So what we're trying to do is now introduce products that are not only going to heal, but are they're also going to heal faster and with less scarring. So the product that we have learned about today is the Raptor Novo. It has very unique technology that does not contain any ingredient, ingredient that is going to ensure that it delays wound healing. The dressing is positively charged, and we all know bacteria are negatively charged. So what happens is that this dressing is going to ensure that it heals the wound without causing resistance, which is what we're trying to move away from, and also healing within the shortest period possible. Like this one is a necrotic wound. Necrotic means this eschar, this one, there's nothing really you can do about it. And most of the time when you take it to a surgeon, they want to cut it off. So when you look at this wound is telling me that this is not viable, I need to remove it. So when you go to another type of wound, I would go to this one. When you look at the tissue viability, again, it's tissue that are viable or non-viable. So here there's a bit of tissues that are not viable. That is what you call slough or even eschar. So I would mention here that all the dressings that are available, they do not replace, they actually enhance the body. They ensure that the body is in a stage whereby it's able to heal. So we also have, like now what we have here, when you look at the tissue viability, this is viable tissue. So even whatever dressing that you may put, as long as it's meeting the right conditions, the wound is going to heal. So various products for various stages of wound healing. So like, for instance, what I would use on this wound is not what I would use on this wound. They are very different. And that's why we say, again, let the wound talk to you, so that at least you understand what you need to put where. So Brian, like I told you earlier, we have quite some very interesting new technologies, and what we try and do is we try and do a lot of training to our employees and also our customers out there through workshops, through conferences, and also in-house trainings. So Susan, one of our students, is going to take us through the products that we have and the various technologies that can benefit the patients in the country. Susan.
Okay, I would want to start right here because this is quite important. And this is currently, I'll not call it trending, but there's a big problem with still postpartum hemorrhage right now in the country, 21st century. So we have a very special suture to arrest the postpartum hemorrhage, and we're going around now training the user, normally the gynecologist and the maternity theatres. This suture is called COMOC, which stands for compression of the myometrium and occlusion of the uterine ovarian artery. So we are going around training the doctors on this, because when a mother is bleeding post-birth, she's losing like 800 ml of blood every second. So the blood is coming out fast. So you also need something that will work very fast to arrest that situation. So we do have that COMOC suture. Then we do have an OB kit as well, but OB kit is a kit that is used like for your cesarean section. Okay, so everything is there that you need for your cesarean section. It has a very long suture with a double needle, which is about 180 centimeter. And then there's one also for closing the skin, which just makes it a little faster. Then over here, you have something for hemorrhoids, which is also quite common here. And this gadget, it's called Procedure for Prolapsed Hemorrhoids. And ours has a transparent window that will allow the doctor to see how much tissue he's taking in so that he excises what we call a donut accurately. Yeah, others don't come with a transparent window. But after using this, the procedure is painless and the patient can actually even go home that evening, which is an improvement from the old method where the patient had to stay a day or two, sit in a salt bath, you remove a pack, which is very painful. And we are training actively in that. These are gadgets for making surgery a little easier. This gadget is called a linear cutter. So it actually cuts and staples at the same time. So you don't have to cut and stitch. So it cuts and staples at the same time. It can be used for open surgery. And then even this is used now for various laparoscopic procedures. And that goes through what we call a trocar. So they make ports in the abdomen through this, like a cannula, then they drive this through, then they're able to do whatever procedures they want to do as they watch on the screen. So this just makes minimal invasive surgery a whole lot easier for our doctors, actually.
Really appreciate you for taking me through the class. But right now, I'd like to know, why is it important that you upskill some of the people who are in the industry, some of your clients, and of course, I've seen your full class right now.
Yeah. Definitely, it's very important because I would say, I was very lucky. Coop Bank was trying to coach a few women in business, and I was one of the lucky women that got a chance to get coached. It's an online course that is ongoing, and through that we've been learning a lot, actually, even how to pitch, how to have various systems in the company, and that has really helped me as a woman in business to ensure that we are running the business professionally. So through that, I'm also able to give back to the society. So we do a lot of training in-house here. We do a lot of training to our staff. Every time we have a new employee, like today we have the new employee, that's why we're doing a few of trainings here in the company. We also do a lot of training, actually. We call them CME, Continuous Medical Education in the hospitals. So we normally do that probably in the morning or in the evening when the surgeons or the nurses are available. So we value training so much.
I love that you mentioned that, and also looking at the relationship that you have with Coop. What's your prediction in the next few years? What do you think the relationship with Coop Bank will look like?
It can only get better because from I think we started with them, I think a couple of years ago, and they have really worked with us for many years, and they have tailored our needs and ensure that we get whatever, or they understand our business very well, and they even come here to probe and see how they can chip in. So I can only think it's going to get better with time.
We've come to the end of the best show this side of the Sahara. And of course, two things that I walk away with. One, it doesn't matter what level of your career, you have to upskill. Two, it's proper to have a good financial partner. And that's why we have Cooperative Bank. I've been your host, Brian Aseli. See you next time on #NTV Marketplace.
To grow your business today, visit any Cooperative Bank branch and ask to speak to a business banker.